What is up, YouTube? What's up, Bills Mafia? 4-0, baby. The Bills moved to 4-0. Continue to look good out there. With this 30-23 win over the Raiders. And it's kind of crazy, man. Josh Allen played an outstanding game, but didn't eclipse the 300-yard mark. And, the haters are still going to talk. Oh, look, Josh Allen dropped off a little bit. He didn't. This man has put up crazy numbers, in this game. He doesn't hit the 300-yard mark. But still, all in all, we get the W. You know what I mean? The haters are going to hate. Let them hate. And if you look, on our offense, man, he spread the ball around all over the place. If you look at the stats, Diggs, 6 receptions for 115 yards. Diggs was phenomenal out there doing what he needed to do. John Brown, coming off that injury from last week, 4 receptions. Cole Beasley gets 3. The rookie Gabriel Davis, who tore it up last week, only 1 reception but got a touchdown in week 4. Singletary with 5 catches. Isaiah McKenzie with a catch. Dawson Knox with 2. Croft with 1. Roberts with 1. He spread the ball around all over the place, man. Just a great game. But it was kind of crazy. The Bills came out right away on the opening drive. Went out there, 8 plays, 75 yards, ate up some time, and got the touchdown. And, we just took command of the game and controlled the game all 4 quarters, in reality. Even though the Raiders closed the gap at one point, this was always our game. This was kind of one of those games where the good team... The Bills were clearly the better team and are the better team, for Bills fans out there, games during the drought where we were playing a really good team and it came down to the wire and we ended up losing the game, late in the 4th quarter or something like that. That's kind of how it was out there, yesterday. The Bills were up most of the game. The Raiders closed the gap kind of late in the game, and then what happened late in the 4th quarter? We end up 2 takeaways. We get 2 takeaways and we capitalize off both of them on back-to-back possessions. And if late in the game too, when we ended up punting, when Josh Allen took a sack, the game was already ours in reality. But Allen took a sack that took us out of field goal range. It would have made the score look a little bit different, but all in all, this was our game. That's what happens with better teams. It's a chess game out there. You don't have to go out there and blow teams out or always put up crazy statistics. A win is a win, and you game plan accordingly. You know what I mean? But speaking of the takeaways, right? How about that play by Josh Norman out there? Who we knew we were getting back this week, or getting on the field this week, making his debut with us. We had him. I guess he's coming back because we had him in preseason, but we knew he was finally going to get out there on the field for us. You know what I mean? We know this guy is an outstanding corner. We knew he was going to make our defense better, and he came up big out there with that popping the ball loose with that strip, and we ended up getting 7 points off that. Phenomenal game, the narrative, the conversation everyone's having is how Norman coming back from injury, wasn't necessarily going to be a starting corner out there. He was going to get eased into the rotation or, on defense. And Levi Wallace goes down with the injury, and Norman steps up and does his thing. There's a great veteran presence out there, great pickup, and we saw him contribute and produce for us. Now, you want to talk about injuries and stuff like that. We were all having a heart attack out there when Josh Allen came down. Looked maybe like it was his elbow or his wrist, his shoulder. I'm not sure exactly what happened on that play, but I was terrified. You know what I mean? It was flashing back to his rookie season when he got, his arm sandwiched by 2 helmets on a late hit. And, we know how that went. I'm not even going to go back, down memory lane there and really talk about that at all. But yeah, man, that was terrifying. All in all, Josh was all right. It brings up the question. I was watching the Built in Buffalo live stream last night, and they were talking a little bit about, someone in the chat asked, are you worried about our backup quarterback situation? Now, I don't want to get any bad juju by talking about this situation, but comment below, Bills fans, how do you guys feel about Barkley and our backup situation? He's been streaky. 2 years ago when he played phenomenal. He played a lights out game versus the Jets, but when he had to go out there last year, he was like, he looked rusty. He just didn't look that good, but I don't know. It's not something I really want to think about, but I'm just curious to know what you guys think. If you expect us over the offseason to add a new backup quarterback. I don't know if maybe, they see something in Fromm. As we know, he's not dressing for these games, but maybe they feel, he can get his game up and step into the backup job. Or I don't know, maybe we address the situation with another backup in the offseason. I don't know, just throwing it out there, just, something to talk about. Also, I just want to, mention Isaiah McKenzie. Had a pretty good game out there. I really like that explosive element he brings, as we saw him take that like end around sweep on a 4th down, a 4th and 1. He took that thing for like 16 yards, and he was out there getting open, contributing, you know what I mean? But all in all, this game was a chess game. Like I said, we clearly controlled the game. I was never sweating or anything like that. We went out there, scored touchdowns. In the Raiders offense, we kept holding them to field goals, and where they would have a solid drive, and in the end the defense would stall them out, and they didn't find the end zone until right before the end of the first half. And then going into the second half, it was kind of nuts. We had almost identical stats, the numbers, offense, defense, time of possession, everything was very, very close. But we were always the better team, stayed up. When the Raiders did close the gap, we went right back out there and reclaimed the lead, and they were always playing catch up essentially for the most part, and, attempting an onside kick at the end, which lo and behold, our special teams when it comes to onside kicks over the past couple of years have been outstanding. It wasn't Micah Hyde. I thought, I was like, watch Micah Hyde grab this again. It wasn't Hyde, but we got the onside kick, and that's the ball game, And talking about this being a chess game and coaching and strategy and everything was a big deal. What's up with Gruden, guys? Since he went to the Raiders, I've spoke about the Raiders in multiple videos I did. The Raiders were looking pretty good for a few seasons, really looking like they were, since Carr came to the team. They had a losing season, his first season, I believe, but they were making a lot of progress, looking like they were on the brink of something. And then they get Gruden, they got Lynch, which, he's not there anymore, but I mean, they just were adding all these big names. I believe Amari Cooper went there, and they've been bad, and it's like Gruden got this huge contract. He keeps getting these fines, won't leave his mask on. That's another story. But does Gruden last this whole deal? They didn't live up to the hype. They didn't live up to the hype. My bad, you guys. But, Gruden is, we know he was a great coach. He got himself a ring and everything, but everyone just, like when he came back to coach the Raiders, everyone's just like, oh, these guys are a Super Bowl contender, and they can't even make the playoffs, So it'll be interesting to see how all that plays out. Just, something curious about what you guys think. Our defense, as the Rams gutted us, the week before, ran all over us. Our defense, still, there were some problems out there, but all in all, we got the job done. Like I said, we got 2 takeaways. I honestly think it should have been 3 takeaways. I think we got screwed on that one strip sack where they said the play was whistle dead. I didn't like that at all. But, hey, let's not talk about the refs again. We know the refs are just going to be consistently bad out there. But the Raiders only, as a team, put up 86 rushing yards. Their leading rusher, I think, had 40. So, they couldn't even eclipse 100 yards on us. Everyone was foreseeing, them putting up $150 or more on the ground against us, and they didn't do it. Bills put up 62 rushing yards as a team. Devin Singletary, Motor Singletary put up 55, which is kind of crazy to think about this, guys. Josh Allen actually had negative rushing yards out there. He won this game through the air. You know, everyone always leading into the season, I was talking to everyone about Josh Allen being a sleeper in the draft. You know, who's going to take him what round? I'm not in a fantasy football league, which I want to. Anyone ever have some openings for maybe next year, make sure to hit up Jay Coffee Talk. I want to get in a league. But my point is the people that I were talking to were all like, oh, man, no one's even looking at Allen. No one wants Allen. You know, they're going to be having him run the ball and just do like a run and gun offense. And I'm like, I'm telling you, man, you guys are tripping. Allen's got that cannon. He's getting more accurate. He's a complete quarterback. You guys wait and see. You know, the addition of Diggs to this team, I keep saying this every week. Our wide receiver cores are outstanding. You know, Diggs, Beasley, Brown, Gabriel Davis, the rookie, McKenzie, who we were just talking about. We got so many great guys out there, and I just love this team, man. So that's all I really got on this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Join the discussion. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the game. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to hit the notification bell. If you're an NFL fan and not a Bills fan, but you made it this far in this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new, because we're going to have all different NFL content, not just Bills stuff. You know, I just did a video the other day on Sam Darnold and the Jets. I've done some videos on Cam and the Patriots. I just like to talk NFL all NFL season long. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.